And this, if I can put it like this, the animation it's not bad, but it's just not entirely there in Season 2. On the other hand, however, on the complete other hand, there is actually a story in Season 2. A complete overarching beginning-to-end story, and it's actually good in Season 2.
But that's bad. We can't have our audience using their brain.
Bleach.
I joke, but I mean, I'd be willing to bet some people are actually thinking that.
Poor Garo.
In our One Punch Man news, I think that new fighting game is coming out pretty soon.
Right, yeah, oh, wait, does that come out in March? Look that up real quick, please, because
probably.
Let's get that more crowded. All of the real big games have cleared out of March and April, with no longer Final Fantasy VII, no longer. What else was there? There's still Animal Crossing.
It's not in March. It's February 27th.
Okay, so it's not completely dead on arrival, because there was that. There was Animal Crossing. There was 7 Remake, etc. Not to mention the slew of anime games with the My Hero game, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, and I think there was something else also coming in March, like on the 20th. So March is still fucked, just only slightly less fucked.
Guess so.
What game are you playing on March 27th, 2020? Are you playing One Piece Pirate Warriors 4? Are you playing Doom Eternal? Are you playing Neo 2?
Joke's on you, I don't have money to buy new games.
Yes, but I do.
What game are you buying? Well, I already know the answer to that. What am I asking for? Anyway, Byakuya, we're doing this story now. I was looking away for a minute.
Well, I mean, I do also own both Doom 4 and Neo 1, so it's not out of the question that I won't eventually buy the other two.
Yeah. Doom Eternal has all my... By the way, to answer your question, Doom Eternal.
Yes.
If I have the money for it, I will definitely get Doom Eternal first day. Because the first game, it was just that fucking good. The only thing I'm worried about is the disk space required for my PS4.
At the end of all updates and patches, at least on Pro, which ended up getting the 1440p support, it ended up being about 78 gigabytes, and that's also the size it was on PC.
Yep.
On base hardware, who could say? Be glad you never ended up playing Final Fantasy 15 and probably never will, because Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition, with all of the extra crap included, I'm not kidding, is about 120 gigabytes.
I believe it. Unfortunately, I might have reason to try it pretty soon, but interested in playing RPGs again.
Tekken 7?
Well, yeah, that too, but also... Which Final Fantasy was it?
Dissidia NT?
No, I think it's Pokemon put me back in an RPG mood, because I haven't played one in a long ass time.
I can recommend you a number of Final Fantasy games that are available to you on the PS4 and the Switch that are better than that one.
Consider it more for the experience than anything else. Also, Senbon and Sakura is 2 different words here.
Yes.
I was barely catching that because we were talking about March. I think it looks like he wants to recollect all the shards because... I'm assuming it's because he believes that someone's going to use the shards to create some trouble or something.
That, but it's also because he was ordered by Yama, and you know Byakuya, he obeys all orders, even against his better judgment.
Indeed.
Until he just decides to stop doing that.
Dude, you can absolutely see the fucking filtering on the top of the screen with Kenpachi when he's raising and lowering his sword on his shoulder.
Yep.
God damn. See it? God, it's so out there.
Yeah. You know, I sort of miss the weird hair clips in Byakuya's hair that we don't see anymore with him just wearing the hat.
Yeah.
In Blood War and also Fullbring.
I just like most things that he kind of wears. Even if the clips look so fucking strange, I do like the new hat. The weird, like, Russian hat he has now is so nice to look at. His
clips are a cell phone.
I vaguely remember something about that.
Shinigami Golden Picture Book. Or no, I'm sorry, The Illustrated Guide to Soul Reapers.
Okay. I vaguely remember something about that. So this would be fun. You probably already win because of range game.
Yes.
And teleports. Oh right, I think you can double teleport too. I saw him do that earlier. Slowest projectile in human history, but hey, it's still an option.
Yeah, okay, it'll be good.
My game that has Wii motion controls for a fighting game has a character that's fairly complicated. Fuck.
Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Imagine playing that on the Wii remote. On its side.
I don't think it's compatible with that, but that'd be interesting.
Okay, with the nunchuck. They have to make it compatible with either purely on its side or with the nunchuck, because everyone owns a nunchuck and the Wii remote, but not everyone owns the classic controller.
I don't know about that, because it's definitely compatible with both the Pro Controller and the GameCube controller.
Well, of course it's going to be compatible with those, but they have to make something that works for literally the only controllers that come out of the box. They can't make a game that only works with controllers that don't come with the console.
I don't know about that. I have to look into it.
Okay.
I feel like there might be at least one game for the Wii that isn't compatible with the... Okay. Isn't compatible with the Wii remote. Put that out the way, miss.
If they were going to do that, they would have to bundle the controller, the ideal controller, into... Right, this. They would have to bundle the ideal controller into the game, which is something that Capcom actually did very often. Monster Hunter Tri, Sengoku Basara 2 Heroes, and I think Tatsunoko were bundled with the Classic Controller Pro.
Huh.
I don't know about Tatsunoko, but I know the other two did for a fact. Because you got a special Gold Classic Controller Pro with Monster Hunter Tri.
I'm not nearly interested enough to go Googling this.
You don't like fancy special controllers? Special edition?
No, looking to see if Tatsunoko vs. Capcom is only compatible with those two controllers.
It would be in really poor form if they ended up doing something like that. But it wouldn't. But Capcom was at the height of their stupidity during that period, so it wouldn't be that much of a shock.
Yeah. 08 to 12 was a bad time period for them.
Arguably up to 15. Actually, no. To 18 at least, because that was when they were also doing the stupid shit with Street Fighter V and Marvel Infinite.
Well, definitely around that time period at least. Oh wait, do you have the Ultimates?
Yes, he has two of them.
Oh, okay.
He has Senkei and he has... What the hell was the other one called? It had an A in it. Fuck it.
The Light Sword, or...
The thing that gave him angel wings.
Yeah.
Shuke Haku Taken.
Yeah.
That one.
Anyway, I was going to say, no, they were definitely the high of the bad because Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
That too.
Yeah. The bad PR decisions they were making on that one.
It was a very long period. They didn't end up getting better until Resident Evil 7 came out, and that's still debatable because Marvel Infinite came out like 7 months after Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
But in the last 2 years, they've been good, though. Or better, at least.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to let them completely off the hook for bad decisions of the last console generation because of Devil May Cry 5 and Resident Evil 2 Remake, but they are certainly turning themselves around. That's good. That's for sure.
In topical news, Resident Evil 3 Remake just got delayed. To when, I don't know, but I heard it got delayed. Yeah, I heard it got delayed like 2 days ago.
I'm not surprised, but that's unfortunate.
From what I remember of Johnny's review of Resident Evil 3, they're going to need to add a lot to that game to make it like a full-fledged game. Not to say the original 3 seemed like a bad game, but it seemed comparatively barren next to 1 and 2.
More like it didn't offer as much from going from 2 to 3 versus 1 to 2.
Yeah, it just wasn't all there content-wise.
Anyway, so Byakuya is usually a bit of an interesting case in these fighting games, I'm realizing. Somewhere between like a strange combination of like technical and just kind of a little too straightforward for his own good. One thing I am liking about this game, I'm noticing is that, is the slowdown that happen or the game freezing whenever an impact lands. That seems like it's just really fucking cool, but I imagine that will become a pain in the ass under the right circumstances.
Yes. Also, the timing for your inputs is kind of fucked because the only reason I was able to guard that was because I was so far away.
Yeah.
Any closer and it would have gotten through immediately. Or his attack would have gone through.
Yeah, probably. Wait, did you just do like a toe tap or something?
Damn it.
Yeah, that's never hitting anyone. Or maybe I'm incorrect.
The AI is pretty stupid sometimes. I'm not going to bother trying this maybe more than 2 more times again, because it's not really worth the trouble, especially for how much of your meter you have to wait to kill.
Black Coffin, yo.
That too. Why not give Aizen a story? You
totally could.
In third Phantom, he ends up actually recruiting Arturo Plateado.
There's definitely a story to be had with Aizen confronting the possibly the oldest living Arrancar out there. That's an idea.
The primordial demon.
Indeed, yeah.
Let me see how strong you are.
Am I the one as disappointed with Koamura's arc in Blood War as you are?
You mean how it doesn't go anywhere?
Yeah, essentially. He becomes human for like half a chapter.
And then...
And his permanent dog.
His only fight was with Bambi, right?
I believe so, actually, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like they were just trying to get him out of the way.
Something about... You have one last chance at not proving that you can rise above anger, but then he gets angry, and then he's permanent dog. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, I guess that was pointless.
Yeah, no kidding.
But hey, at least he was able to beat her, and also highlight how fucking stupid Shinji is. Because Shinji fight her and reveal his power and lose, because why don't I just blow up everything?
I mean, to be fair, I imagine at first he was just like, oh, surely she can only fire in one direction at a time. Which is a fair assumption, but yeah.
Her power is fucking explosives. Right?
Yeah, to shoot an arrow or like a projectile, and the thing that it hits then explodes. Hey, Soy Phone.
Soy Phone. I've dealt with most of the troublemakers already.
These two don't have as much chemistry as you'd expect for, you know, Soy Phone being a huge admirer of Yoruichi.
I can't do that, Captain.
He hates Yoruichi, so they wouldn't really have much to talk about.
Really? What was the impetus for that?
She kept teasing him and saying that he was really fucking slow.
Oh.
There's one other thing. Madam Yoruichi.
Wait, we're talking about Yoruichi or Soy Phone with that teasing.
Yoruichi teasing Byakuya.
Oh no, I'm talking about them. Well,
yeah, no, these two right here would not have much to talk about because one loves Yoruichi, the other fucking hates her. So they wouldn't really have much to talk about.
That's a fair point.
The only answer I'll give you.
Even though them two together were the ones that went to go investigate that weird Yuha remnant in Soul Society at the end of the show, at the end of the manga. I don't know. It just seems like they have more to talk about because Flash steps shit and everything. But I guess not.
It's Bleach is weird about conveying characters' professional relationships in general. Because, like, the one I always go back to is during Ichigo's training with Urahara, where we cut to Byakuya inspecting Rukia in prison, and he walks out, and then Kenpachi and Gin are there, and they're just there fucking with him. And then they just end up leaving, and it's implied for a moment that Gin is stronger than Kenpachi, and I don't know if I believe that.
I personally don't either, even before, you know, he started reawakening his Zanpakuto anyway.
Yeah, that just doesn't seem right. Alright, so she has the 2-hit death attack.
Oh yeah, she has no Bankai here.
Right. But actually, as far as I remember, it doesn't actually work when she's transformed. She has to be in the natural state to do that. Her ultimate just turns into her doing Shunpo.
What? Okay.
Shunpo is what the glowing form is called.
No, I know that. But, like, why would you lose the touch of death thing? Because that's, like, your big gimmick.
It's supposed to be an alternate win condition.
I mean, yeah, but... strange. The hit time effects are actually pretty satisfying.
Yeah. There's no game with better sound effects in the world than the Naruto Clash of Ninja series. Godly.
Yep, juicy. You know, one reason to actually get the Wii U modified up and running is so I could actually eventually sit down and play the EX games. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to pay if I want to like make doing the EX games like a Patreon like backing goal. Like if I reach $30 a month, I do that.
I don't think there's much incentive or something like that.
I don't know. I get people asking that a lot actually. Like it'd be there, so yeah.
I guess it's not a bad idea, and there's not really much other opportunity for you to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who want me to do it, and I don't have any immediate impetus to do it myself, so yeah, it would probably be there. I imagine I'm going to be more focused, like, from here on out after I finish my secret upcoming project, which probably is getting back to, like, Dragon Ball Z with Infinite World. I imagine that's good.
Ah, yes, finishing Budokai 3, only to go right back to Budokai 3. Wait a minute.
That's it.
We were talking about this earlier in the day, so it bears repeating, but I don't remember if he was on it or not. Did our good boy Yama end up doing Infinite World 2? Or are those just completely reused tracks?
Oh. No, I don't think Infinite World was in there. Actually, wait, no. Infinite World came out well before the lawsuit, like in 2008, so...
Yes, it came out in 2008, so did they just reuse the whole Budokai 3 score since they're just selling you Budokai 3 again, or do they just have new music?
I want to say it's the same music.
Ah.
My instinct says same music from before.
Probably.
I mean, at least it uses the more Shin Budokai engine, so it's better in that regard, and it has actual GT characters instead of just being like, hey, we have a Mega Shenron. So there's that. The more I look at Budokai 3, the more I can't help but realize that it was probably made very on the cheap and very rushed.
Budokai 3 or Infinite World?
Budokai 3.
You think so?
Okay, so
For 2004?
Yes. I actually have a couple of reasons for believing that. One is that it does want to represent GT, but it doesn't want to go through the effort of putting more GT into the game. Basically being that you have a Mega Shenron, just no GT characters at all besides the Mega Shenron, and Goku can become Super Saiyan 4. And Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and you get Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. But you have no dedicated like story chapter for GT Goku, or well GT in general. You have no adult Oob, you have no GT Vegeta, and you have like no dedicated chapter for GT. So it's like,
I know Super 17 is an Infinite World, but is Baby Vegeta in there too?
Yes. Okay. He's called Super Baby 2. You have I know. Yeah, Baby Vegeta available in that. Well, no, GT Vegeta available in that game.
Yes.
Super Baby 2, weird name. Super 17, GT Goku, and you start off in Sin Shenron, and then you can become a Mega Shenron. So it's like the game's trying to represent GT and not trying to represent GT with original Budokai 3, and that combined with like how Oob has a very half-assed story, and there's files in the game to indicate that Trunks.
Yeah.
Well, not Trunks. I need to get to that. Frieza was probably gonna have a story mode at one point, and then yeah, Frieza. Frieza has files in the game to actually represent he was gonna probably have a story, because files in the game show that apparently like he is flying around in like his like little sea thing,
right?
Which says that he probably would have been playable to like in that form like on the overworld.
Right.
I know I've gone over this at length in the playthrough, but probably like only in like glancing mentions. But yeah, no, there's that. There was apparently plans to maybe have Bulma playable in the game, which would be cute.
Right.
And the fact that they had Super Vegeta be the one to be fighting Cell, and then for Cell to announce the Cell games while fighting Vegeta. Not Trunks, Vegeta.
Of course not.
So as a result, that just makes you really think that, wow, someone fucked up. Or rather, like, they were definitely trying to, like, speed up production of the game. I guess GT was, like, starting to take off in the West, so they need to hurry up and get that out there. That's just my best guess, because...
There's also cutting out all of the what-ifs from Budokai 2. All of the what-if absorptions, Tientia, Kuriza.
I suspect that was also because probably like a decision from the higher ups, like to not have what-if content in the game, or like too much of it anyway.
This is going to be our video game magnum opus for all time for the next 15 years.
And no one will play anything from now until Xenoverse
Fighters.
Sport Fighter. A lot of people did go back to try Xenoverse. Who didn't play anything since Budokai 3.
Dimps. Yeah, same people.
Yeah, they were advertising it as by the guys who made Budokai 3.
Ugh. That sounds gross.
And I'm still laughing whenever people. Oh god, she's got cute facial animations. And I'm still laughing at people who are saying we should get Budokai 4. I was like, we have a Budokai 4. What do you want?
We have
Infinite World. Do you want?
We have Budokai's 4 through 9.
Technically, yes. We have Shin Budokai 1, Shin Budokai 2. We have Burst Limit, Evolution, technically speaking, Infinite World.
Yeah, we have Budokai's 1 through 9.
Yep. Essentially, yeah. It's just a naming convention, just kind of fucked.
Budokai Rogue One was my favorite.
Much like how Ultimate Tenkaichi is essentially Ghost Raging Blast 3. I'm not wrong. Same assets.
Yeah. Yes, because they
just wildly different gameplay style.
Yes, because they were using the same models that they actually used from the opening from Raging Blast 2.
Yep.
But hey, we have weather effects now, and we have water that splashes on the screen, I guess.
I don't remember the weather effects, but yeah. I should pop Ultimate Tenkaichi back in at some point to finish it on principle, but that's still gonna be like, why am I doing this to myself?
I think I still have that.
You do. I should probably get it back at some point, just particularly for posterity's sake.
Oh hey, there's a DBZ game on the PS3 of yours that I've been holding for the past 6 years. We do have something in common. I don't know about doing anything with that original mode, but I'd at least like to see how the actual story follows through. I have no idea why, but
I want to.
Yeah, I want to see how much they can absolutely fucking condense that bastard.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, we're fighting Oriuchi. I never mentioned that. Yeah, I've been passively paying attention to her moveset, and it seems very similar to Heat Soul.
More or less.
Lots of mobility. Well, I mean, we're going to be playing it later anyway.
Yes, I believe she's yours.
I am okay with that, but yeah, I'm totally okay with that. Oh god, I just realized my next one is Hinachiro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. I can fuck around with them. I just wouldn't want to do 8 matches with them. That's the fucking killer part right there.
Yeah, that's gonna be the rough part.
What were you up to?
Why are his eyes suddenly black?
I think he's always had gray eyes.
Yo, but that's just like hard black, like same color as his actual hair.
Cheap, lazy,
probably
drawn by interns.
Oh, we screwed up. We didn't get this one picture out in time. Let's get Mike down in the PAs in order to do this one.
You could honestly tell me these stills were meant for a DS game and I would believe you, because this is exactly how anime games on the DS are presented.
Oh my god, he knows what a Kuchiki is. This family is that fucking old.
His exact quote is that he was sealed by a Kuchiki. He was defeated
and not Yama?
He was defeated by Yama, but sealed by a Kuchiki.
That is so needlessly complicated.
Yama was the one that got him to stop moving, but he was sealed, or the sealing jutsu was performed by a Kuchiki.
Yeah.
There is actually retroactively.
Oh no, one of the Soul Reapers was a Kuchiki who sealed him.
There is actually retroactive precedent for this. During the Zanpakuto Rebellion, Muramasa and... Well, no, not Muramasa. Koga Kuchiki was defeated by Yama and sealed in a tree by Ginrei Kuchiki.
Okay.
However, that...
You were tricked as well.
However, that filler arc also came out 3 years after this game came out in Japan, so it's all meaningless, and I don't even think that Koga Kuchiki or Arturo are in Brave Souls. However, Ginrei Kuchiki is.
Okay. Anyway, I actually was reading that text, so...
Oh.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Arturo is kind of having a field day. Byakuya is just kind of like, honor the Kuchiki clan, I will destroy you, or something like that. Wouldn't it be some shit if we try to drop the fact that the same Kuchiki that sealed him was probably the one who was the master of Muramasa? Wouldn't that be fucked up? That'd be lore right there.
That'd be funny.
I don't exactly know how old Muramasa is, but if you want to start drawing parallels, there's one.
Koga Kuchiki is not a Kuchiki by blood. He married into Ginrei Kuchiki's daughter.
You want to reword that?
He married into the Kuchiki family by marrying Ginrei Kuchiki's daughter.
There you go. You said marry into his daughter. Which I suppose is kind of maybe accurate, but probably not the meaning you were going for.
This is correct, but the process of events is off.
Yes. Fucking collision hitboxes, oh Jesus.
This daughter of Ginrei Kuchiki is never mentioned proper, naturally because filler, but Sojun Kuchiki, who was also Ginrei Kuchiki's child, is the father of Byakuya Kuchiki.
Alright then. You know what I will say though, the more I actually look at the stage, the more I actually do like his aesthetic. It's very, okay. So, fuck, maybe I'm just so numb to the blue skies of this series because of how long the fucking fake Arrancar Town arc was going on for.
Yeah.
But like anything that did this, maybe I'm also numb to the fact to linear skies in general because of the fucking long ass green night that Naruto was. But anyway. I just like different weather patterns in these kinds of things because it's visually striking. I think you'll win. Oh my god.
His is shorter. Well, I've lost. Well, no, never mind. He doesn't charge because he's stupid. No, I've lost anyway. Never mind. Oh wait, no, okay.
By the way, is it ever explained like what the hell the butterfly wings is up with them?
No.
Okay.
Well, not in this game anyway. I think it's brought up in Third Phantom.
I still like the idea of an Arrancar getting a pseudo power up that isn't just resurrection. I think it fleshes them out a little bit.
That's what cracking their mask even further was supposed to be originally.
Huh.
But that was something they never really ran with. That's why the original process of creating Arrancars was so vastly different from the more civilized, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
The Hogyoku method.
Or the weird, like, natural random, like, mutation shit you get with naturally occurring Arrancars, which are super rare.
The very first Arrancar that we ever see in all of Bleach are Ice Ringer and D-Roy Linker. Do you know who either of those two are?
Are they Grimjow's, fractions?
One of them is. One of them is a one-off fight that Chad ends up beating literally the moment that they actually arrive in Wakamundo the first time, when they wake up in the basement before they go out to the desert.
Right, he's the one with the he's got like a giant torso and like he's got like the reloading guns on his shoulders. I remember that actually.
I think, yeah.
I remember that because that was one of Renji's better fights actually, where he pieced it together what the hell he's supposed to do.
Renji?
Yeah, I think so, right?
No, Renji wasn't there yet. They were in this. They first got to Wakamundo, but they landed in a basement before they got out to see the desert night.
Yeah, he was also a quick draw expert, and that actually made him like super interesting.
You are thinking of a different character, and I know exactly who, and it's very funny that you would come to that because that's a filler character named Patros.
Damn it.
Who appeared about 15 episodes earlier during the 10 episodes of filler during Ichigo's Hollow training. He appeared in front of Renji after stealing a fake Hogyoku that Aizen planted to try to fuck with his minions.
Of course he would.
I'm gonna leave this fake Hogyoku out in the open. This guy Patros and two of his dumbass minions steal it with him, and they go to the world of the living to try to kill Ichigo after also killing a fake Ulquiorra. And
he was sealed away by the entirety of Central 46 from what it sounds like.
Yes.
Allowing Arturo to play his tricks on the Soul Reapers and eventually escape. Before the grave of my parents.
I'm having so much fun spouting off all this stupid bullshit.
Family's past, and for now, fulfilled my duties as the head of my family. There is no longer any doubt in my mind. I am Byakuya Kuchiki.
Oh, you had doubts about that before?
I'm a noble of one of the 4 great houses.
Well, this was also like 2 days after he started doubting his moral principles in general.
That is a very fair point, because that fight with Ichigo was definitely a bit of a killer.
It is both the name I carry.
This is who I am.
I must fulfill.
I am, all of me, I am.
No, I was just talking about that stupid end line he always gives in each one of the endings. Alright, so, fun times. Time for Hinataro. Can I mention how JPEG this screen is, by the way? This looks like something you'd see on, like, the Genesis.
Yeah.